I'm Jennifer. Myself and two other students, graduate students at Georgia State University, are collaborating together to launch a social media campaign on urban community gardening. Our group recognizes that community gardening is so much more than what initially meets the eye. Not only does it beautify the neighborhood, but it also increases social cohesion, produces nutritious food, and helps low-income families actually decrease their food budget, as well as just increasing livelihood overall. We consider urban gardening to be a strong community asset. And I actually wanted to highlight a garden that I found in my own neighborhood. This is the Briar Vista Community Garden. So here at Briar Vista Community Gardens, they have taken several measures in order to be self-sufficient as well as cost-efficient. For instance, they developed a system that collects rainwater runoff through the gutters, and it's collected in these two barrels here. So that always ensures that there's a constant water source. In addition to, there is a chicken coop that's being created, so we'll have chickens and eggs soon, and also it's going to be a natural source for fertilizer.
And it is especially important because it showcases the impact community gardening can have on educating children and youth. It sits practically in the backyard of Briar Vista Elementary School. And classes have actually adopted a couple of the garden beds. They do research on what they've planted, keep records on best practices, and maintain weekly sketches. So the educational benefits here are evident. By involving kids in this process, they are able to see where their food comes from. It encourages better health. They are also able to understand the life cycle of various plants, the importance of worms and certain insects, as well as how human activities can actually harm or hinder plant growth. So thanks for checking out this garden spotlight in Atlanta, Georgia with me. Visit the Briar Vista Community Garden homepage and blog listed here to become more involved or to get updates. Next, we're going to check in with one more local initiative in Atlanta with my group partners, Molly and Gabriel.
My name is Gabriel. I'm actually one of the partners in this project with Jennifer and Molly, and we're also, we all decided to give you some film footage so you will have a visual presentation of what community gardens really look like, because it's one thing talking about it, it's an entirely different thing actually seeing what it looks like.
Hey guys, my name's Molly, and I'm a part of the campaign for community garden. We are here today to talk to one of the founders of this garden, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about the garden and how it impacts the community of Tucker.
Yes, I'm Susan Farrar. I'm the membership director of the Henderson Park Community Garden, and I was one of the founders. I volunteered at Oakhurst Community Garden back in 2009, 2008, something like that. And every time I was there, I kept thinking we really needed something like this in our neighborhood because it's a focal point. It's a place for people to come together. So it turns out some neighbors agreed, and we asked the county if we could use this space for a community garden, and they said we could. So we have 51 rental plots, and then 4 of our plots are dedicated to raising food for a local food pantry. And the volunteers, the garden is run by all volunteers, including our board. We have a very active, dedicated, committed board, and they're always coming up with new stuff to do. What we noticed with the food pantry, if you go over there, when you make a delivery, it really hits home, the value of that donated produce. So we launched this campaign called Share Your Surplus. But they also have a tremendous impact across communities, because every community garden had help. A startup garden got help from at least one existing garden. So we all kind of know each other. It's really nice. There's no sense of competition or anything like that. Everybody, because we all want the concept and every example of it to succeed.
So we hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today in the video, the interview with Susan, and some of the other imagery with the garden itself. It's stuff that you really, I said earlier, have a rare opportunity to actually view. And that's what we're doing this campaign, to spread awareness of community gardens, the type of neighborhoods they may be in, or areas that you may not know about, and encouraging you to possibly start something of the same.
Nothing beats an organic community garden.